Hi, what's up, everybody? I'm so excited to be here. I am having a free Wednesday chat. We'll just talk about all of the things that have recently come up. I saw some really interesting things over on Instagram related to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I saw something with um, Simon Gobadia and Portia. And I thought this was such an interesting um, take that he had looking back. And he provided some information that was absolutely opposite to what Portia said. I want to look at the Real Housewives of Atlanta looks. I want to talk about this Diddy update where the charges have changed or been dropped. I've seen a lot of people use the term dropped. I've seen some attorneys say that's not quite what happened. Um, but let's get into everything really quick. So I'm going to post the um, invitation to come up if you're interested in the chat here. So you're more than welcome to join the show. I'm also going to I'm so excited for y'all to get in here because we're just going to chit chat about anything. And I'm going to run a banner. And I'm so excited. Let's run the intro and then we will be right back. Yeah, Drake was patting you on the back. All the rappers. Hey, what's up? Back again. Hey, what's up? It's up to you to do the research. It's up to you. Okay, I'm so excited to talk about. Let's go over and start on Instagram. I never bring up Instagram. Usually we're talking about our hot takes from TikTok. But today we're going to bring up some Instagram things. I'm very excited to share some things that I found with y'all that I thought were interesting. One of them I just saw, and I thought it was so funny because Simon is clearly going to give all the tea. And we know that Simon Gobadia is someone who enjoys the limelight, enjoys talking or hearing himself talk. So we're going to first see what he had to say about Miss Portia Williams that I thought was very telling because Portia didn't share this with us at all. But of course, some people are saying she was under the divorce rules where she couldn't really speak too much about what was going on in the divorce and in the marriage. So I scratched myself. So let's go to what Simon had to say.
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking, why did you file for divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup. I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm from. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or on the father's side, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom. And, she never.
Do you regret marrying her?
Absolutely. I said to her, and
I think it's very interesting that Simon thinks that he's a victim in this. Simon Guobadia has been married. Portia Williams was his 8th wife. 8th. Let me just make sure that's right. How many times has Simon Guobadia been married? I'm sorry, Portia was his 4th wife. Simon, in 60 years, has been married 4 times, and he has 5 children. You're not a victim. You're not somebody that should be married. You're not a victim of Portia. I think 2 people got together. They both were unsavory characters. 2 unsavory characters got together and one over the other. I think both were maybe scamming. Neither were in love. Neither wanted a lasting relationship with the other. Portia was looking for that come up, that money, and Simon was looking for a wife to keep him in the States or to get back at his ex-wife Fallon, or wanted some notoriety and fame more than he already had in Atlanta, and that's exactly what he got. This is a 60-year-old man doing interviews about this Real Housewife when nobody wants to hear from you anymore, Simon. Simon wants to remain relevant through Portia Williams. He wanted to gain relevancy through Portia Williams. There is no reason that Simon Guobadia should be. Simon is a known scammer, scams the immigration system, scams businesses and banks, and he's a victim? No, I think the universe just finally caught up with you.
Has upheld the prenup that you guys signed before entering marriage. Are you able to share a little bit about what those terms are or look like?
That you receive $40,000 a month in alimony for the length of the marriage, which was 14 months.
Okay.
She gets to stay in the house, all expenses paid, including the mortgage, through for 36 months, up to 36 months. And if she chooses to own the home, she would have to refinance the property in her name and take a 50% equity. She would have to give me 50% equity in the home.
Wow. What what is your reaction to that ruling? And that has upheld the prenup that
To give those funds to her. In my opinion, it wasn't done in good faith. It was done to give a narrative in court or to the public that I paid Simon's um, um, I paid Simon's child support.
Did Portia have a relationship with this son of yours that she sent his mother money for?
Not particularly. My boys were with were with me for the last 5+ years. They've been with me 1 week on, 1 week off, and quite frankly, my kids don't care who daddy's married to or who daddy's dating, and to give those funds to her. Um, in my opinion, it was not. It wasn't done in good faith.
So he's stating that Portia went on to testify during the divorce hearing that she was feeling bad because one of Simon's baby mamas reached out and said she didn't have any money So Portia paid the child support. And Simon is here saying that he doesn't think that Portia did that in good faith. She did that so she could say that in court, which I could see could be true, of course. But it's also interesting because I really just don't think that either one of them were good people. Neither one went into the relationship looking to be wives or husbands or good partners. They both wanted to just come up, so they got what they deserved. No harm, no foul. Honestly, I think that they both got what they had coming to them. Nobody in that relationship worked in good faith. So let's move on. I still want to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta because they came out with their season 16 reunion looks. So I wanted to take a look at those. Let's move on to the reunion looks. I'm going to share these pictures with you. Now, I'm not super excited, but I love when all the girls are on theme. I love when all the girls are on theme. So let's bring that up. I am going to pop off the screen and then I'm going to move into the first look. Let's see. Shamia. And I think the theme had to be maybe related to their trip to Grenada. It looks good. This looks very, very regal. It's giving motherland. I am obsessed. She looks like a black mermaid. This looks so good to me. I love it down. And apparently, somebody said that Shamia used the same stylist that Dr. Wendy Osefo from Potomac used for her reunion look. It looks absolutely stunning. I can't say enough about it. I love it. I cannot say enough about it. It looks so good. The detail on this dress, definitely hand beaded, hand sewn. My goodness, the sheer paneling, the sequin. I wonder if this moves or if this is an entire, no, it doesn't look like it moves. If that was fringe, how beautiful would that be? But Shamia knocked it out the park with this look. Looks so good. Let's go to the next up is Kelly. Kelly's hair. Loving Kelly with this hair color. She's got a lot of honey blonde in the front. This dress, it's beautiful. It doesn't give... No, the dress looks good. The dress looks really, really good. Fits her body. I love the leg out. Her skin is glowing. Makeup looks so good. You can tell she got her lips filled before the show. I love this necklace. This necklace Kelly has on is stunning. Absolutely in love with that. She looks really, really good. I love the color of the dress on her skin. So beautiful. All right, let's go to the next photo. Kelly. We just did Kelly. This is Angela. And Angela wore a sequin gown. This doesn't impress me. It doesn't give like, it's not bad. It's definitely not a bad look, but to me, it gives Akira. I feel like you could have bought this at Akira. Hold on one second, guys. This definitely looks like something that you could have purchased at Akira. So I'm not completely in love with it, but Angela looks good. She has a nice body. The shoes look great with it. And it's very simple. She understood, or her stylist understood, you don't need jewelry. You don't need a large necklace. The dress speaks for itself. I love the cutout placement. It fits her body really, really well. It looks like there may be something here connecting the cups. I love this dress, but it doesn't give reunion. The color matches, very on theme, but it doesn't give reunion. This, I don't know what the hell she was doing. Phaedra Parks, looking like Queen of the Dawn, or Dawn of the, remember, what was the movie Aaliyah was in, child? I forget. Dawn of the Dead, I believe it's called. She this headdress with the attached earrings. It's giving Medusa. It's giving mermaid. I don't know if it's definitely not giving what she thought it was giving. I'm assuming she thought this was motherland. This was regal. This was ancient. This was Egyptian. This was goddess. It doesn't give goddess. It gives costume. The skirt looks very, very like just a piece of material tied on. I'm not loving this skirt at all. But hey, everybody, welcome to Just Unscripted Wednesdays. We're talking about some pop culture. I'm going through the Real Housewives of Atlanta look. Be sure to like the video as you come in. Say hello in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. So let's move on to the next look, because Phaedra Parks, I'm not seeing it. It looks costume. It definitely gives Halloween warehouse. Let's go to the next look. Drew Sidora, but we knew Drew wouldn't get it right. Drew rests on her beauty. Drew absolutely rests on her beauty. The fit is very bad. It's definitely an inch too small. And I would say literally a half inch on both sides. I don't love it, but I didn't expect Drew to get it right. Drew, when she went on the Breakfast Club and she had that ringlet hair, this is giving that same ringlet wig. The dress is ill-fitting, but Drew is a gorgeous woman. So does she really get it wrong ever? Yeah, this is not it. Drew. Hate it. I hate it. It looks so tight. My cousin used to dance, and there used to be a woman who lived on the other side of town who would make costumes for the dancers. This is a dancer costume. It looks like Phaedra and Portia maybe had the same stylist. Portia is wearing this gold corset, which I think is beautiful. Stunning corset. But this skirt, I don't know if the skirt came with the corset or her and Phaedra got a 2-for-1 deal with the skirt material. I don't love the skirt, but it does go better with this outfit than Phaedra. She looks beautiful. She's always going to look stunning. But as you can see, Phaedra has on like a similar situation. Maybe they discussed it but didn't meet up, because Phaedra's does not look great. Portia pulled it off. Portia pulled it off. Cynthia, stunning woman. Don't love the dress. I don't have to. The girl looks really damn good. She looks amazing. And we all know Britt Eady did not come. So let me know what your thoughts are on these outfits from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then we'll get into Tyler Perry, y'all. Because I wanted to make a point to come on here, and I wanted to discuss Tyler Perry and what was going on with the Tyler Perry trial, because I hadn't. So now that I have the opportunity to sit down and talk with you all, and my eye is itching, I had the opportunity to come sit down and talk with you. I wanted to talk about this Tyler Perry case, because as I thought about it and started reading through it, my friend brought something to my attention about this Tyler Perry case. And it's that the relationship that we saw in the text messages that were released, which I can kind of probably bring up, if you just give me one moment, I'll bring up the text messages between Tyler Perry and Derek Dixon. I'll let you see this, and then I'll tell you what I already know about the case, and then we'll go over some things that I also saw. So let me. Oh man, this Tyler Perry mess has been insane to me. So apparently what has happened with Tyler Perry is that Tyler Perry met a man and saw him across the room and gave him a job, which is fine, right? A lot of that happens. It happens. It's not something that people, should be shocked by. It happens all the time, especially in, I'm assuming, film, Hollywood, movies, music. I'm sure this happens quite often, where you meet somebody, you like their look, and you're like, oh, I know a perfect role for you. I was just looking for somebody to fill this role. The problem is their relationship continued to be very flirtatious, and Derek Dixon was able to save text messages, file an EEOC complaint, and go to a lawyer and say that the relationship was in fact not consensual. He's showing text messages that look like, to me, in the text messages that Derek Dixon, this young white man, is having with Tyler Perry, it looks like a hard to get. I'm playing hard to get. I'm not going to stop communicating with you. But you can also say, because you're my boss. I'm not flirting back with you. But what someone brought to my attention is that in the gay community, there are a lot of relationships like this. Dynamic is not new. This dynamic for gay men is not new, in which you act hard to get. You like the pursuit, you like the chase. And I'm not saying that he's not a victim. I'm saying the more I read through the messages, it's like, you're not clearly setting any boundaries. You're not being, completely, no, I'm not interested. Or why would you say something like that? It's none of that. It's never that. But again, that power dynamic is what is the conversation. So this Derek Dixon, here, Tyler got when he saw a snow bunny he wanted. Oh, well, I agree. I agree 100%. And I don't know, like I said, the dynamic in the text messages to me doesn't look like anybody is a victim. But the problem is they lack the discipline. As soon as a man gets this money, they lack the discipline to use their brain. But so many of them are so penis forward, for lack of a better term. So many of these men are penis forward that they don't have any thought outside of, I have money and nothing else matters. I'm only looking to be satisfied. Perpetual satisfaction is what these men are searching for. And Tyler Perry got exactly what he deserved. I agree. The entire conversation, is there's allegedly a known party planner in Atlanta put this guy in Tyler Perry's face on purpose. Tyler Perry followed the bait, fell in the trap, whatever you want to call it. Tyler Perry did exactly what these men do. He did exactly what these men do. And I believe Derek Dixon is now suing Tyler for $260 million. Let's read a little bit more in the caption. I've been so excited to talk about this because my friend really put things into perspective for me when she said, no, this is how they like relationships like this. This is how they are when they're dating, and they like this. So it says Derek Dixon, he played on The Oval, has filed, which is a Tyler Perry show from BET. He has filed a $260 million lawsuit against the director, alleging inappropriate and harassing incidents that began in 2019. According to the lawsuit, the two men, I'm sorry, I'm moving this screen around too much. This is annoying me. Let me try to get this off the screen. Here we go. The two men met at an event where Perry saw Dixon took his phone number and later gave him a show on Ruthless. Why is this doing this to me right now? Gave him a role in the show Ruthless. Then in The Oval, Dixon claims Perry joined him in the bedroom where Dixon visited his home and was drinking excessively. He slept in a guest room. Perry joined him in the bed, touched his thighs, and made advances, which he rejected. Despite this, Dixon alleges Perry continued to pursue him, casting him as Dale in The Oval while sending suggestive texts, inquiries about his preference, and illicit propositions. The lawsuit details another incident in 2020. Perry allegedly engaged in charged conversations, grabbed Dixon by the throat, and made provocative remarks, prompting Dixon to push him away. This suit, let me go back. Despite this, Dixon alleges Perry continued to pursue him, casting him as Dale, where Perry engaged in conversation. The suit includes years of text messages purportedly from Perry, some explicit, such as suggesting Dixon's actions implied a desire for a relationship. Dixon is suing for quid pro quo, workplace harassment, as well as assault and battery, seeking $260 million again. And Clever Girl Reading came back and said he should have just tried to date him instead of hiring him. He was so stupid. Agreed. But we keep seeing the overall, or the overarching theme with these men is that they have zero discipline. They have zero discipline at all. And so this lawsuit to me doesn't surprise me. Only thing I'm interested in about this mess is that it said he paid Dixon more than, he absolutely did. He absolutely did. And I don't want to tell you how much because it's probably going to disgust you. I've heard Dixon made more than $500,000 per episode. Not season, episode. For The Oval on BET, Perry was paying Dixon $600,000 per episode. This was absolutely pay for play. Tyler liked the chase. Dixon liked the chase. It is really, really pathetic to think that Taraji would get $1 million or less for a movie, and this man was making almost her salary per episode as a new actor with no experience. And Taraji, after a decade or more of acting in his movies and having experience as an actress, coming from one of the biggest shows Fox has ever had on their network. Yes. Hey, viewer. We are Unscripted today. Thanks for joining. Make sure y'all click the like button, share the video. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so apparently Taraji was being paid a lot less than this. And I thought that was the insulting part for me too. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Paying this man this type of money, and thank you so much. Yes, be sure to like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Oh, hey, just thank you. That makes me so very happy. Thank you. Yeah, so Tyler Perry was paying this man a lot more than he was paying his homegirl Taraji. His homegirl Taraji was not making the money that Derek Dixon, who is now coming after him for 200. If I was Taraji, you know what I would do? Slap a lawsuit on him right now. Because clearly I've been underpaid. I don't know. Can you sue people for underpaying you if you accepted the wage already? I don't think you can. I don't know. It might be interesting, but she definitely should. The takeaway is that a man who is interested in you will spend money on you. Period. And clearly Derek Dixon said, whatever I want, you should be providing it. There was something else I just saw I wanted to share. So let me go back to the Instagram post. I just saw something else in here. I cannot understand. I thought let me see if it's in here. I need to go and let me refresh this, y'all. It is so sad that this man they will give up their entire existence for one night with somebody. They will give up their entire existence for one night with someone. All right, let's go back to this. Says Mr. Dixon alleges that Tyler Perry told him he was a top and said to him, when you have a large blank, you hit the G, Lord, they go crazy. His partners go crazy because he has a large part. This is gross. Number one, I never even could see it for Tyler Perry. I never could see it for Tyler Perry. So that's the bigger problem for me, is that I am absolutely grossed out and disgusted. Okay, let's go to, hey, I found the text messages. Let's just go over these text messages real quick because gross. We'll go over these text messages super quick. All right, so here are the texts. Tyler sent a picture of him at the beach. Tyler Perry has an island. In case anybody didn't know, Tyler Perry has his own island. Apparently, I don't know. It's just a weird comparison to the other people who have had other islands. Once you start saying island billionaire, I know there's something wrong. That's just trigger words for me. So Tyler sent him a picture. Nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm. Nice picture. And then Derek replies, great, amazing, awesome picture. Tyler then says, you don't see that stud in that, quote, nice picture? Oh, I can't. This makes me cringe. Okay. Then Derek is in blue. Derek says, I can call you later or tomorrow sometime. Tyler says, you have a fresh voice and take on things. I don't know where this is going, but I laughed the entire time. I could see the world and the characters. My exclusivity ends in 30 days. I want to take Losing It Out to Amazon or Netflix. So Losing It Out must be a show he's shopping around. He says, after that, engage their interest. I also want to try and get you with the right people to help you make these shows work. So not only is he overpaying this brand new actor, only not only is he overpaying this brand new actor, he is also not he is helping him shop shows with Amazon and Netflix, who he would not have access to without this brother. And he sees this white man and he's like, I'm going to help you get these shows on the air. Let's take these shows to Amazon and Netflix. You don't think Taraji has ideas? Listen, let me keep going. But I also want to try and get you with the right people to help you make these shows work. They are not for my audience, but we need to find a home for this stuff. I don't want to miss another. Do you remember the show on, not Dawson's Creek, it's SCHITTS, Schitt's Creek. You know that Eugene Levy brought that to me first, but I didn't get it. Amon gets here tomorrow, so he's got my full attention. I'll be trapped. Amon is his son. I'll be trapped until the day after Christmas, so let's talk then. This man is running through whatever he can to keep Derek Dixon on his side. I'm trying to figure out who is who. It says at the top, but I swear to you, I know how to fix this S. I love killing a mother blanker off in a show that no one expects. Derek replies, you could be sipping Mai Tais, counting coconuts right now. And Tyler says, think about the last episode. They are all shot at. We don't know who lives. Exactly. I'm scared. They should be too. Nope, they're not. Last I checked, we all got the same bullets in us. So this is to show that Tyler was kind of leveraging his job. If maybe I won't kill you off. Maybe I'll kill off somebody else that's not expecting it. Tyler says he hasn't been touched in months. Derek says, oh, you mean touching? I thought you meant being around people. Jacob. I love that you only say that when I'm being stupid. I guess that's Jacob's dumbass version of me. So maybe his character is Jacob in the show. You know what I cook, Derek? Spaghetti, cake, you. I'm so drunk. Talking mess. What's it gonna take for you to have guiltless blank? Have y'all found that yet in therapy? Yes, it's the exact same kind of car. Giving up my religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist, that's so cool. Where you came from. Unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that, and it's so sad. You can have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ. He's trying to like whittle him down. Like, stop letting your religion prevent you from being with me. Then he's yelling, what are you doing, Derek? And he's like, just talking to my sister. I roll, fine, good night. I go through the 600 people in my phone book and be annoyed that I don't want to talk to any of them. Trying to get off of the phone now so we can go to sleep. I understand. Apparently, you're not the only one that's been drinking tonight. I just started. They didn't. He says something about your no. You got to have a strong no. Derek said, yes, it's a strong no. My mom literally thinks I'm going to sell my soul. She heard Kanye say that it's real. Well, I don't think that, but I do think that you have to be able to say no and mean it and make it clear. I'll only say yes if it gets me an Oscar. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. I hear you. Well, the only one you could have gotten that for, you threw blank in prison. Well, the only one who could have gotten that for you through blank is in prison. Who is in prison that could have gotten him that? Is it Harvey? Girl. So just stick to the no unless you are really into him. I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best years of your life. Trust me. Well, it's not this person, but yes, I want that too. I'm working on that. Therapy is helping. We can skip this. This seems like a cat and mouse game. It seems like a cat and mouse game. Now, I will admit Derek is very dry, but I don't talk to these type of men regularly. Clever Girl Reading says black males are so lost. They're such easy licks for people of other races. They're cheap with their own women and children. Though. Agree. This dude strong Tyler along so he can get them dollars. I ain't even mad. Just uninterested. Agreed. I'm ready to move on from this because Tyler got exactly what he deserved. He got exactly what he deserved. He was so just like this magnetic connection to somebody that's never wanting to be on the phone with you, doesn't seem to invite you anywhere, doesn't want to be around you. And Derek has said he's only been to Tyler's house once for a party. What are you getting? Why are you texting this man? Maybe because you see him on set or you're at the Oval when they're filming. Or I don't know. It seems very, very malicious. Tyler is absolutely not innocent. Tyler was predatory. Absolutely. Tyler was predatory in this for 100% sure. 100% sure. So I think we need to, I wanted to go over something I saw on Pop the Balloon. And Arlette just posted it. So let me go to Arlette's page. She just posted this guy, and he was, now I posted on my TikTok, I was like, we all know these West African men that are so incredibly anti-Black, as an anti-Black woman. And this guy said to another young lady, let me save it and I'll play it back. We'll go back to Instagram really quick. This guy was so anti-Black woman, and he tried to preface it by saying, oh, this is my preference. I can say what I want. But because Black women are so interconnected, we're so brilliant, we're so just spiritually aware. So he didn't have to say overtly, I don't like Black women. What he said and did was enough. So I'm hoping I can play this back really fast. Let me go to share the screen again. I want y'all to hear what this man has to say. And then tell me your thoughts.
Not so much.
And why not?
So Arlette asked this man in the blue suit, why isn't she your type? This is his response.
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Did you hear the 92% pop? Everybody remaining pop their balloon. You come up there with the exact same hair type and you told her, I don't like the hair. And then you probably caught your stupidity and you said, I don't like short hair. Had nothing to do with short hair. You didn't like that this Black woman wore her natural hair. And you come on a show like Pop the Balloon where all the contestants are Black. Arlette doesn't miss. I think there's been 2 Afro-Latinas on there. Arlette and BM are very intentional about the women and the men they bring onto the show. They're always Black. And you come to this Black show with your anti-Black sentiments, and then you try to clean it up, but Black women were like, every balloon as soon as I'm going to start it over. Listen to every balloon pop as soon as he said it.
And now is she someone that's your type?
Not so much.
And why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's not right. You should never said that at all. As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. You should have just said, you know, you're not just my type. But hair, it's a different, you can't talk about hair. If you want hair, go get what you want. If you want Becky with the long hair, go get what you want. Don't.
And the girls, if you watch the full episode, the girls were like in the background, clock it, because every woman on the stage had to still be about 11 of them because nobody had matched. He was like number 2 coming out. Nobody had matched, but they all recognized his anti-blackness in that statement. And then he tried to go down and say, oh, you're triggered. Oh, what are you here for, love or for girl code? He asked the next woman, are you here for love? Or are you here to be on girl code? Oh, she was beautiful. Let me read your comments. I'm sorry, Cover Girl reading. I think black women need to date out, period. Black men need to just be put at least number 3 or less on the dating list. Agreed. Black men don't understand that the only reason other women want them is because black women want them. Agreed. You ain't said nothing wrong, girl. Like, hair doesn't grow. If she blew her hair out, we all know how our hair curls up. We all know. And she was beautiful. She matched with the next guy, the physician, the anesthesiologist. And the next guy that came, and what I love is that the next guy that came out, she matched with the anesthesiologist. And after that, the next guy that came out, so guy number 3 matched with her. Then guy number 4 complimented his date on her hair. He was like, I love your hair. I just want to say I love your hair. He ain't gonna do none of that. He gonna complain. And I'm so glad every woman on that stage, because number 1, he said he's building a house in Africa. And so I'm 100% assuming, he said some properties in Africa. So I'm assuming he's West African, East African, whatever. I'm assuming, because we all know these Nigerian and Ghanaian men who are very anti-black, very anti-dark skin, with nappy hair, and wide noses and dark skin. They hate blackness. And so they try to erase it from their own selves, not even in their offspring, but with their own selves. They try to immerse themselves in whiteness. And the girls were like, pop, 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 get your ass out of here. Go. And then he tried to call this one girl triggered, and she was like, why would I be triggered? I'm not triggered. I just clocked your T. Go get Becky with the long hair. And she was the only one to voice it like that. But the next girl did say, what you said was very telling. Seems like a character flaw. He didn't like black women. You're absolutely right, Clever Girl Reading. He 100% did not like black women. So we did Real Housewives of Atlanta. We watched the girls. We looked at Simon Gobadia, who says he regrets marrying Portia. Yeah, that's usually how it works. If you enter into something scammy, you're going to get what you put in. If you want to go into something very scammy and shady, you're going to get shade and scam. People don't win. Oh, they always move the bar because it's bull crap. Exactly. If she had a wig, weave, clip-ins, braids, it would have been something. The hair was not the problem. The black features, the blackness was the problem. Right. 100%. 100%. So I'm still kind of shocked at what I'm hearing about Diddy. I don't know the truth. I'm trying to find out if I am going to pull this up and we'll talk about it, because it looks like Oh, this is for me. I need to use this. It looks like Diddy is having a good day, maybe. A good day, maybe. I want to see what remains. So let's go back to Instagram and talk about this Diddy stuff because it's very, very interesting. If Diddy walks and he's able to sue the state of New York for, I don't know. I'm assuming there are protections in there for prosecutors, district attorneys, federal indictments that prevent them from being liable in defamation or anything like that. So I don't know how that works, but this is very interesting. He could sue the state of New York. I'm assuming people sue the government all the time, right? So it says Diddy charges, some of his charges, not all, but some of his charges are being dropped by the prosecutors. And people are saying they never had a strong case anyway, which is unfortunate. So it says prosecutors in the Sean Diddy Combs federal trafficking and racketeering case have decided not to pursue theories of liability involving attempted kidnapping, arson, as outlined in the original indictment. The government has removed jury instructions related to these charges under California and New York law, as well as aiding and abetting trafficking. Oh, this is to streamline the case. So it looks like prosecutors are saying to not make it as difficult for jurors to come up with a verdict, don't worry about this and this. If you can get them on what's left, which is racketeering, conspiracy, allegations, transportation for X work, witness tampering, bribery, and DRUG related offenses. So I can understand this because if he still has racketeering, conspiracy, transportation for institution, witness tampering, bribery, drug offenses, then you got arson and you got kidnapping and you got racketeering and trafficking. It's like, okay, wait, I don't know. I don't even want to put this much effort in it because we've been here 2 weeks. I want to go home, whatever. So I'm assuming this is not a win for Diddy at all. It's not a win for Diddy because they want to be able to get closer to a guilty verdict. And sometimes you have to navigate that by, let's remove the complications because these don't matter to us anymore. We really know that he's done this. We know that you can give us the guilty on these. So I think people are interpreting it a little bit wrong. And to me, it looks like the prosecution wants to simply be able to get a guilty verdict by making it less complicated for the jury, which I understand. That makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. And I don't blame them because if you really want a guilty verdict, don't have these people up here for a month trying to decide. And it could be a lot easier if you just take some of these charges off. So people were saying, oh, they're dropped because they never had a case. They never did this. It doesn't read like that to me at all. It reads like Diddy is having some charges dropped because the prosecution wants to help the jury move this along. And that is all I had today. We did all of the Unscripted Wednesday stuff that I wanted to talk about. I do need to get some other content out because I want to help people really navigate, especially older people. I want to help older people navigate these AI machines, ChatGPT, at least introduce them to them. So I really had to get, really wanted to get some context on all of this. And I thank you all for hanging out with me. Clever Girl Reading, you're always such a huge support in the chat. Thank you so much. And if anybody wants to talk about something or has some ideas for upcoming live chats, leave it in the comment section. I must bid you adieu. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Vin. Thank you so much. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the night. I will see y'all tomorrow with another show. We'll talk about whatever's going on. I'll think of something. Think of something that could help us have some engaging conversations. I'll be here a little bit earlier tomorrow, probably 4 or 4:30, and I hope to see you there. Bye.